Is this my mic still? Yeah, this is still my mic.
Where's makeup?
You don't need it. You look gorgeous. Because, you're gonna be filling in, by the way, for Ed, since he's running late, by the way.
Is he actually going to turn up?
I think he might. We'll leave the door cracked for him, just in case. That's a much better looking Ed over there. That's not going to do it.
It's going wrong already.
Oh, gosh. You know what? I'm just going to get this thing rolling now. So welcome aboard the Funny Boat Podcast. I am your host, Captain Boomies. We are at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, but more importantly, we are on a silent yacht. Everybody, shh. I'm kidding. This boat's not even on right now. Though the air conditioner is going, and it is actually very quiet. How'd you do that?
It's a quiet yacht. It's a silent yacht.
Thank you.
Even when it's on, it's not on.
So while we're waiting for Ed, though, I suppose I should introduce who these two gentlemen are with me. Or actually, you know what? I bet you would be better at introducing yourself. You're
I'm
on
Bill
camera.
Hackett from the Boat Show TV, and lovely aboard the Silent Yacht 62. Love this boat.
I love the Boat Show TV. It's so much fun to watch you guys. But I'm a little sad you don't have an Italian accent.
I know. Apparently. But I like espresso.
There you go.
Aperitivo.
And we have Captain Steve with us. Captain Steve, would you tell us a little bit about who you are to Silent Yacht?
Hi, Boomies. Nice to catch up again.
Yeah.
And I'm Steve Bell. I'm the Vice Chairman of Silent Yachts based in Italy and here in Fort Lauderdale for this beautiful show.
Yeah, but you have an accent, but it's also not an Italian accent.
No, my Italian's not very good. I'm trying to learn, but my brain's a little bit full of what we're trying to do at Silent Yacht. So I'm English. I'm originally from the UK.
Amazing. Silent Yachts is an interesting vessel. Let me just dive into what we are on for those who are not watching the video version of this. It is a massive 62-foot catamaran. 63 feet?
62.
62. And she is completely solar-powered electric.
Yeah, ground up.
She's got miles and miles of solar panels covering her top sides. But because she's a catamaran, she's incredibly wide. And it means that all of the space feels... Honestly, this boat always feels to me like a barge, which is really rude to say, but I hope you'll forgive me for it. Because she's just got so much space side to side. The beam is the beamiest. What is the actual beam on this? 29 foot 9 for Is it uncomfortable
Americans.
to do it in
No,
feet instead of...
I'm English. I can do either. So 9 by 19 or 62 by 29.9.
Oh, gotcha. You
Yes,
are a boat enthusiast.
absolutely.
I'm going to call you a boat enthusiast.
I am a boat. True. Facts.
And you just did a whole video on this boat in particular.
Yeah.
What was your takeaway?
Well, I've also taken this boat out before.
Oh,
So
You kept that one quiet.
Yeah. So not this version, the 60, right? And very surprising because of the e-propulsion, gets up out of the hole quick, right? And super quiet running boat. And a couple things I love about the boat is you cruise on a tiller, right? You don't take the helm, you don't take the wheel, you take the tiller. And it's a great experience. And again, Silent Yachts is quiet running because just absolutely love it. It's a bonus to me that it's solar powered and efficient and, has great range and all that stuff, but it handles well. And who doesn't like, not smelling diesel fuels and having a quiet ride?
I never touch the tiller. I use the autopilot.
Oh, yeah.
I'm incredibly lazy. And in fact, interestingly enough, we've changed that now.
Yeah.
So we're now on a wheel on the new yachts.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
but I don't touch the wheel either. Just use
Yeah,
the
I know.
autopilot and the
Autopilot.
sticks.
Why would you?
yeah. Why would you? Honestly, I'm actually also a big fan of autopilot. It seems like more work
Yeah,
to
we're lazy, aren't we, though?
to
We do
wheel
it the easiest way.
around. But this is a long distance vessel, so all the more reason you're going to be using autopilot because we're talking about a very slow vessel, compared to, say, the boat right next to us, which is an insane center console of some kind. That'll do 40 knots. This boat, she's topping out at what, 12, was it? 12 knots?
So this is a sailing yacht without sails.
There you go. Oh, honestly, that's a good way to think of
That's
it.
exactly what it is.
It's true. There'd be a mast right in the way of where you're sitting right now. And having that space back is very nice. I will say that it does seem like that the speed, what you're really cruising at, though, is going to be more like 6 knots. Is that
6 to 8 knots.
6 to 8. Okay.
And obviously, if you're happy chilling at 6 knots, it'll go a lot further than it will at 8 knots.
Okay.
But here at Silent, when we're doing deliveries, we never have the time to go slowly. So,
We never have the time to go slowly.
Absolutely.
I love it. So you've really put these boats through their paces. I mean, I've seen the battery bank down the center line here. It's massively massive. And the equipment connected to every single one of these batteries is giant. But everybody always says to me, oh, but they're lithium. Aren't you terrified of the lithium?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Lithium's fantastic. I mean, in terms of lithium had a previous bad name with some of the water toys and the charging mechanism. But bear in mind, we built this yacht from the ground up as a solar electric using MG LFP batteries, proper battery management system, control. And I think there was a conversation by one of the journalists of a year or so ago saying, how do you put the fire out? I said, well, you stop it happening in the first place.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So these work. I've done hundreds of hours on board this yacht and other yachts, and they work. And
You don't need to charge,
no,
right? It takes away the danger
exactly.
right out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you plugged into shore power at all?
What's shore power?
I did. I'm actually
Don't need it.
looking
Got
at their
suns out.
pedestal right now, yeah, there's nothing attached to it.
Last year we had this yacht in Georgetown in the Exumas, and there must have been 10, 15 yachts in the yacht club there. We are the only one not plugged into shore power because we don't need it. And for some unfortunate reason, they seem to put 3-phase through a single phase through these and blew every single yacht up. We're fine. So we're sat. So I don't think I've ever connected this to shore power.
Ever.
But it does have shore power. I just can't be bothered to get the cable out.
Don't need it.
No, don't need it.
Don't need it. I love that. Okay, but now I touched on the fact that this is a long distance cruiser. You are getting your power from the sun, so that's kind of unlimited, really, in terms of your fuel. You're going to cross an ocean
I am.
in like a couple of weeks. Like 2 weeks.
No, it'll take longer than that.
Well, no.
Oh, no, so I'm going in 2 weeks.
You're
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
go on an Atlantic crossing.
Yeah, we're going to go Gibraltar to the Canaries, down to Cape Verde. Not sure whether we'll stop in Cape Verde or turn right,
Okay.
depending on the trade winds, and arrive in Antigua early mid-December. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any buddy boats going with you, or
No, we're just doing it on our own. Uncomfortable.
what?
Well, it's the Ark, isn't it, as well? So the Ark's that time of year, but we're not following them.
Okay.
And there's always a bit of traffic going that way.
And whose idea was it to do this? Is it a stunt? Is it a
So it's one of our shareholders who has a Silent 62 who persuaded me to go with him.
how much boating experience does he have?
Not very much.
Oh my, that's exciting. So you're taking some green folk
Yeah, that's okay.
out in some blue water.
What could possibly go
What
wrong?
could possibly go wrong?
Catamaran. This thing is a beast.
So I've done it twice before, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's a great thing for silent yachts.
Yeah.
It's not a bad route to go because I think you head south and from the Canaries until the butter melts and then turn right. Trade winds pop up. We've got the kite on board.
You do make it sound way easier than it actually
It's
is.
never gonna,
By the way,
it's like it's a boat. You know,
It is a boat.
It's a boat. Things will go
it
wrong.
will float, and
Yeah.
things will break. That is what happens in boats.
Yeah.
I think there's honestly, what happens to me personally is, as a captain, I am always thinking about what's going to go wrong, and it really makes it hard for me to even consider ocean passages anymore. Like I'm genuinely nervous about it so much more than when I started. Like when I started, I was like, yeah, let's go. It floats. I'm on it. And now I'm like, so many things could go wrong. I could die, and then there won't be any more podcasts, and you'll all be devastated.
Well, we're all going to die.
Okay, that's fair. Thanks for bringing me back. But you have a lot of prep and planning to do.
I've done it. We've done it.
Yeah.
So bearing in mind the technology of the drivetrain that we've developed, that's been not my start point, but certainly I've tailored it as a captain to make it very user-friendly and easy to use. From a spares perspective, I'm pretty comfortable. We've got, we've got 2 spare propellers.
Oh,
And
what?
Well, why not?
2
If you hit something in the water, well, you need 2 because the counter rotating. So there's no point, but it's going to go around in circles, isn't it? Put the wrong ones on. So we've got all the spares. I'm pretty comfortable.
Okay.
And also, we've Starlink.
Yeah.
I've got full support from our techs,
Oh.
who are very, very good,
Okay.
who know a lot more than me. And yeah, for sure, things will go right. But I think it'll be things like, well, the air conditioning will break, water makers will break.
All that
stuff.
That's every boat.
Absolutely.
That's every boat.
Yeah.
See, you're thinking like a fossil fuel burner.
I know.
See?
I know.
The world changes once you step on board here.
That's
A
actually
little different train of thought.
It is really hard to wrap my mind around it. It is one of these things where it's so different. It's such an unusual monster. I think I am having to totally reprogram my brain. Even docking this boat, which, when you can't hear the feedback from putting the engine in gear,
100%.
it really messes with your mind in a way that I didn't know I needed that feedback. It took me a while to get used to it. I was like, oh, God,
It didn't take you very long, really, did it?
Oh,
Come
you're
on.
so sweet. He's lying, but that's okay because it makes me feel better. I think one of the things that makes this boat so perfect as an ocean crosser, though, is the fact that you're going to go slow.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon we'll be in the region of 6.5 knots. I might try and push it a little bit,
Just
so I can get to
home.
the bar in Antigua a bit quicker. but yeah, 6.5 knots. Depends on the kites. Obviously, the kite's quite a new thing.
Let's talk about the kite.
I should have kept that quiet, shouldn't I?
No, you shouldn't keep it quiet. It's too exciting.
Yeah, it is. So think about the trade winds from let's say from somewhere between Cape Verde and the trade wind's going to pick up. You're going to have 14, 15, 16 knots behind you.
Okay.
Perfect for the kite.
So for my folks that aren't familiar with the Atlantic Ocean, it's like a big clockwise wind machine. So it in the North Atlantic, it blows from the U.S. over to Europe, and then it kind of rotates back around, and then from Africa back over to the Caribbean. It's this beautiful loop that really helps boats get where boats need to go. I mean, if you know your history at all, it's kind of the reason the United States is the United States. Ugh. I'm gonna hold on. I need to get myself out of this hole. Help me get out of this. Oh God. That's okay. That's why it's called the Funny Boat Podcast. If you can't laugh about it, oh no. Escape. Pull the ripcord. Oh,
yeah,
no.
so we've it's not something
Thank
that
you, Steve.
is new in terms of the route. Okay, and having done it before, what you find is that now we've got the weather window through Starling, through seeing at least 3 or 4 days of what behind and ahead of what's going on. But more importantly, that weather window from mid-November is the trade winds pick up. The waves may be very big, but they're a long way in between. So it's like a mile wave, and you think, where's that wave? But it's over there a mile. So there's a little bit of surfing down a wave, and then you can't see the horizon because there's a wave you've got to go up.
Oh,
But
jeez.
it's not. It sounds scary, but it's not. because you can plan it. And I remember my folks did it in a 43-foot sailing yacht with no water maker and no generator.
What?
Well, you know what we've got? We've got air conditioning, lots of fridges, fishing kit,
space,
loads of space. Yeah. So I'm not concerned. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to showing what we can do on a silent yacht.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that everyone should go and take a yacht across the Atlantic without the right planning, for sure. But if you plan properly and you think, what do we say is better looking at it than looking for it in terms
Measure
of spares.
twice, cut once. And then if you get in trouble, right? If the little weather bubble coming in, you can just let the generator do its thing and kick up the speed a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think I'm not with the planning. I think the Gibraltar to Canaries is about 600 miles.
Yeah.
So that's probably and the waves generally will come over from the starboard side.
Gotcha.
So that's probably the most challenging going down, even though you'll have the wind behind with the start of the trades coming down to the Canaries.
Yeah.
The waves are on the starboard beam. So a little bit uncomfortable, but that's what it is. And then once you get past, once we get to Canaries and we've filled the beer fridges back up, we can... Can
we go back to talking about the kite for just a second?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's actually why we started talking about it. The trade winds. So this kite, you're going to launch it off the bow of this boat, and I assume there's some kind of connection points.
So most of the yachts have the kite provision put in with some reinforcing, and they have in the center, just forward of the center door there, they've got a mast which is about 4 foot from the deck, and that has a automated line that lets the kite out. So consider the kite as a kite surfing kite.
Yeah.
Say 8, 10 or 12 square meters.
Yeah.
Well, that is in square feet, but
that's okay. We can do the math later.
And
hold you to it.
Yeah, and with connectivity to allow the kite, once it's flying, to figure of 8 automatically.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, I was wondering, does somebody have to tend the kite?
No, and I think that's one of the things that you look at it. If you're sailing across and you're flying a spinnaker, you're flying a kite, then you've always got to be a little bit careful. And I've not, because of my focus on what I've been doing with other things, I've left the captain of the vessel, who's the current captain, to at least understand how to fly the kite.
Okay.
Which he's done. The sort of training side, it comes from a German company.
Oh, cool.
So they've flown it. It works.
Okay.
Will I fly it at night? I don't know. But I think what will happen is that clicked forward on this yacht at 200 RPM, we're using 2 kilowatts a side, so 4 kilowatts, and we're doing 3 knots. We reckon the kite will possibly give us somewhere in the region of another 4 or 5 knots. So you can imagine we've got the kite going and we're doing 6 knots, but we're using no power.
Right.
That's a massive step.
Well, look who decided to show up.
You're only half an hour late.
I know, right?
Hey.
Anyway, suddenly the amount of facial hair in here has quadrupled.
Did you not? I didn't get the memo.
Y'all didn't know? Okay,
No.
this was all part of it. And welcome aboard.
Oh, thank you. I apologize. It's the water taxi wasn't taxiing so well.
For those of you who don't know, the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show is made up of kind of 3 different regions along the river here in Fort Lauderdale. It is a massive, massive show, but to get from one end of it to the other, you do have to take a water taxi, and those fill up, and then you have to stand in line.
A long line.
Yeah, and boats are not the most efficient in speed-wise for getting you from place to place in a 6-knot zone, or if you're solar powered.
We weren't asked to provide taxis. We would have done that.
You would have done the water
hey.
taxi. We could probably fit a lot more people on this.
That's what I was thinking.
Then the water taxi can fit.
I'm not sure how the owner of this one would react to that. But
A much elevated cocktail hour, I will say.
Absolutely.
I do love the Fort Lauderdale water taxi. It is my favorite
It's
thing
the
to
best
do.
way to get around.
God.
Enjoy the view.
So going back to the kite, which you missed because you were late.
It's funny because we were just talking about this on the way here. But
Who's
So it's I think for an Atlantic crossing or a long cruise, I think it's great. I intend to do a lot of video work and on the kite.
Awesome.
And I think it's a massive step. I would suggest that 95% of our yachts that we build have the reinforcing for the kite, and probably 60-70% have the actual kite fitted as well.
Wow.
So it's a big part.
Lot.
Yeah, it's a big part.
Okay.
I'm quite looking forward to the tech to see how it works. Germans are pretty good at doing stuff properly.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty comfortable with what it's going to do. I've seen the video of them flying it. But I look forward to reporting on what it does. I'm sure we'll lose a few on the way.
So you do have
Kites.
Yeah, just kites. Kites and beer cans.
How many crew are you taking total?
Just me.
No, you're bringing some fun.
There are, so we've got the captain, who is a young lad that I trained, actually. Really good captain.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, so, but there's an insurance requirement. So
Yes.
you need someone old like me to take it across. The owner of the yacht, who's a fantastic guy, one of the shareholders in the business, very good friend of his, who's about 300 pounds and 6'8". Slightly worried about the food. And then another guy who is a friend of theirs. So there's 5 of us in total.
Okay.
My mum wanted to come.
Oh.
So she's 85.
Oh.
And I said no. And then I thought, oh, no, that's actually... And then my family went, well,
Why?
why not?
She's got sea miles.
She's done transatlantic,
Yeah.
so she's fine.
Yeah.
But unfortunately that... someone asked, I think it was one of the family members, what about insurance? I said, well, what are you going to do if you have a problem? There's nowhere to go. There's no pre-hospital care. Yeah. So I'm quite disappointed that my mum isn't coming.
Aww.
Because what a fantastic way at 85 to do another transatlantic.
What a great celebration.
Yeah.
Right?
So I might take her from Gibraltar to the Canaries and then dump her in the Canaries or hide her away. I don't know. I'll work it out. Yeah, stow away. Oh, Mother, you're still here.
Looking still good.
I love that, though. Honestly, if you're going to do an Atlantic crossing, this is probably the most comfortable way to do it, other than a much faster, like, ocean liner. Oh, wow. The wind is massively picking up in Fort Lauderdale, and I just watched a couple people get impaled by one of those signs. It was very exciting in here for a second. I want to be mean about this boat now, which I know is always this is the problem with podcasts, is my brain is allowed to go many places. The things that can go wrong here are, like you said, you hit something, you throw a new prop on, you break your air conditioner, you sweat a little bit, you run out of water. We
won't, because we'll have fresh water on board and reserves. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, you can pack a lot of water bottles on this thing. It's not just your water maker that you're relying on.
And we got 2 of them.
Oh my God! And he has 2 water makers. Yeah. So, okay, maybe I can't be mean about this boat.
You can. You usually are.
I know.
Yeah, she's really good at it.
No.
I'm usually the meanest. This is. Help me. You're.
I'm on the other side of the fence.
Oh God.
I'm pro.
So let me tell you. So as a guy who spent a lot of time on board this yacht, what could go wrong? So little things will break, for sure. It's a yacht. I think we'll have the odd fuse or relay that will go, because electronic component, things like that will happen.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't concern me. In that cabinet there's lots of spares on this boat. It's a 10-minute job to change something.
Right.
If it's something beyond my capability, we've got Starlink.
Okay.
We can speak to the tech guys. They will know that if I ring them at 3 o'clock in the morning, they'll answer. But we've got so much redundancy built into this yacht and the software and the way that it works that I'm actually more worried about hitting something in the water than anything else. But any yacht could do that.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you'll be going slow enough that it won't be that big a deal.
Yeah, and I don't remember, the yacht in question is got CAI on it, so the full infrared system.
Yeah. Nice.
So,
amazing.
Less moving parts. When you're talking about a fuel vessel, multiple engines, you're talking about, it's a lot of times a fuel problem. You know what I mean? And it's a different issue here. It's just a different train of thought when you step aboard a fully electric boat, less moving parts.
Yeah, I literally just had a delivery go wrong because there was water in the fuel, and I had to pull in and get that taken care of. It was the most disgusting chocolate milk Raycor I've ever seen. So sad. I hate boats.
Are you still doing deliveries?
Do I hate boats? Yeah, I still do deliveries. Really? I know. I still
we'll have to do one with you one day.
No. It would just be so much trouble. No. The real problem is, yes, I do boat deliveries, but Captain Hollingworth is a much different human than Captain Boomies. Captain Boomies gets to just have fun.
It's good to be Captain Boomies.
It's way better to be Captain Boomies. I'm drinking on a very pretty boat right now. Yes. Cheers. Sorry,
Cheers.
you didn't get one.
Well, you know where the fridge is. If you've been on time, you would have.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what's next then? That's a big undertaking to do an Atlantic crossing. It's going to take you
4 weeks.
4 weeks. Yeah, I was going to say a month to get that done, and I assume you're going to stop and inhale and exhale at.
I think we'll go to. I'm not really sure. I think we'll go to Antigua.
Okay.
And I'll probably leave the yacht in Antigua, come back here for Christmas. I don't know. I haven't really figured out what I'm doing. Oh. But, considering the last two crossings was an 11-day and a 12-day, it's a big difference. Yeah. But the guys are, we'll do a lot of fishing. It gives me actually a bit of time to do some proper work because the phone won't work. Well, it will because of Starlink, but it's not. So in terms of what we're going to do next, so we put a lot of effort into the drivetrain, the software. The 80 is becoming a really popular model now.
Okay.
The deal we have with Nuvolari and Leonard in terms of interiors on the 80 gives us a massive step in terms of giga yacht designers. So that's a real positive for us. And that's down to the relationship that Fabrizio Iera, our joint CEO, has with Dan and Carlo from Nuvolari Leonard. So there's lots of positives in terms of going
What's
forward.
Next?
Yeah. And we've got some secrets that we're keeping secret for a bit. I might tell you later, Boomies, but
so many secrets. Actually,
can't wait to see the video from the trip.
Yeah, we'll be doing that. Yeah, I think there'll be.
I think you should do lives. I know we talked about this.
No, I don't mind. Cool with
You're
that.
You're gonna do lives.
The problem is I'll have to wake up in the morning and try and look half presentable. But no, we will do live definitely, and we're gonna video on black. I think we've got 12 cameras on board. We've got a couple of drones. I'd love to get a shot with the drone in front of the kite. So there's a few things I really want to do, and I'm happy to do live blogs.
You should.
And try and share the position like we talked about yesterday. So yeah, I've not talked to them yet, but I'll just say
who do you have to talk to? You're
I know exactly.
Chairman,
the owner
right?
of the yacht. I'll tell him what we're doing. I've got this thing. If you don't like it, I'm not going. I'll throw my dummy out. Passive fire out as you go. So.
I've met the owner.
You have.
He looks great on camera.
Yeah, he's great. That'd be good. And Randy, Big Randy, is great. I'm just slightly worried we'll run out of food in 5 days. So the other thing we've done is I've said to the outgoing captain that for 4 weeks on board a yacht of no movement is hard on the body. Yeah. So we put a concept to a rowing machine on the flybridge and some weights.
Like it.
And we're going to really try and focus on trying to keep movement. And the last time I took a yacht from Stockholm to Mallorca, took us a month. Yeah, my body started seizing up. So there's a lot of things you've got to consider in terms of the lifestyle and your body.
Right. Interesting. A rowing machine is really smart. Weights are smart. Man,
fishing gear.
Yeah, so the two guys are big fishers, fishing guys.
That's awesome.
And I think we're going to try and get the longest trawl in the world, Guinness Book of Records.
Yeah.
From, what's it going to be? 2,000 something miles.
I love
it. We'll see what happens. There's a lot of fishing kit. So that's, that'd be good fun.
Man, I know nothing about fishing. This is weird.
No, nor do I. I just throw. And in fact, that's another discussion. But
you got 4 weeks to figure it out.
Yeah, but I'll let you know afterwards what I can do. It'll be good fun. I'm happy to report live. I'm happy to record it, and I think it's a massive step for silent yachts to show, look, we're comfortable with these systems. Everybody knows who's got a yacht that things break. So it doesn't matter. We know how to fix them.
That's really cool.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly? Well, honestly, that's what I'm trying to figure out here, and it's. I'm surprised that I keep getting stumped on this one because normally my horror brain can do all kinds of things in terms of figuring out what's going to go wrong. You really do have the redundancies in place. You really do have the support. Yeah. Are you going to double check the mounting brackets for the Starlink? Are you going to have a backup Starlink? Like, that seems...
Did you know that I lost a Starlink overboard in Panama?
I didn't know that. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So yeah, we are. So the boat does have its own Starlink.
Yes.
I have a mini Starlink that I'm going to take.
Perfect. Okay.
I did lose one on a fishing boat in Panama a while ago, but that's another story. They float.
I didn't know that.
They do float, but once they get salt water in through the little plug where the connection is, they don't work.
Okay.
So,
but they float.
They float. They floated past us. I was like, what's that in the water? Oh, it's my Starlink.
Life's little adventures, learning along the way, right?
So.
Oh, that's so funny. I love that. Ed, have you met Bill Hackett? He is the famous The Boat Show presenter.
I was going to say he looks familiar, but I don't think we've formally met, maybe?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, he says nice things about boats, but not the Italian accent one, which is the other.
The other,
you know.
Gotcha.
But I'm a Ken Island guide.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we're in the same neck of the woods.
Oh, my goodness.
Back in the day. I'm in Florida now.
What?
Showboy.
I didn't know that.
I got white
you.
boots that love some crabs.
Oh my goodness! So I pulled him in because I was worried that you weren't going to show.
I know. I was worried too.
He's doing a really good job.
Uh-oh.
In fact, you've been fired.
I don't think I'm as funny.
She threatens us all the time.
Not my strong suit.
It's one of these things.
And I don't have a facial hair.
You are significantly unbearded, I gotta say. It does complicate the whole aesthetic that I'm going for
You have
here.
to shave every day.
It is. You know what? Sometimes it's not so fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes, let it go.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I am gonna put a little bow on this one because, but this is usually the part where I go, oh wait, was Ed supposed to ask a question or two? You got it?
I do have a question, actually.
Okay, let's hear
it goes back to the kite. So
we've already done the kite.
I know.
Okay. Well, you were late.
I was late. I know. Yeah, we've mentioned that.
Yeah.
So in the merchant service, that's my background, they're actually putting some ideas out there to include kite for downwind assistance.
On the big boats.
On the big boats.
Yeah, on the big container ships.
Did that feed this idea, or did they copy you?
I think it's the other way around.
Yeah.
So I think you come from the technology of sort of kite surfing. So you come from the sailing background of going, spinnakers, cruising chutes, etc., to and we're never going to put a mast on here, to the kite surfing kites, the wings, the inflatable foils, and the technology to turn this green boat even greener. And I think that came from, that's scalable onto the bigger commercial vessels. Right. I've seen the videos. I'm not sure in practice how achievable it is.
I agree.
And I think before, because you were late, you missed the point to say that.
Was I
rubbing
late?
that in again. It's a new tech in terms of, from my perspective, I come from a sailing background as a sailing instructor and a motor yacht instructor, but I can sort of kite surf badly. So I understand it, and I'm really, really interested to see how it works, but haven't had the time to do such a long downwind crossing with the trade winds. So be very, very interesting to see how it works, how many we lose. Do we fly it at night and be brave?
Right.
I really don't know. I'll wait and see. If I'm bored, I'll probably fly it at night. I mean, someone's going to be on watch. If it's a constant 15-knot trade wind,
be great.
I'll just fly it.
Right. Shorten the trip.
Yeah.
I love it.
This makes me happy.
Wow. So how many kites are you bringing aboard?
I have no idea. I told them to bring 3 kites. I've told them to. I think there's two 12 square meters and an 8 or a 10. So, because we will lose, we'll wrap one. We'll do something for sure. And I think up to 16, 17 knots, they're okay at the 12 square meter. And I'll correct this one after the trip when I actually know what I'm talking about. But spares and see how it flies.
I'm really interested.
Right? Isn't that so cool?
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing when I just see them doing the kite surfing. Anyway, I'm like, I would just drift off somewhere like a hang glider, probably. But
well, we might. So one of the interesting points was that we know from a testing perspective that we need to have the props engaged to reduce drag and to give us flow over the rudders for steerage.
Interesting.
So when you click this boat forward, we're at 200 RPM.
Yes.
And we might change the software to 100 RPM or 150 to reduce the power, the consumption even more, and still give us some steerage and water flow over the rudders. So I've got the ability, I think, to change the setup. Instead of 200 RPMs forward, we change that to say 150 or 100.
I'm going to pause for a second and explain something to folks. Most boats, the first click in gear on a larger power vessel is going to be about 600 RPM. So to have 200 RPM is already a drastic shift in how you think about clicking into gear. And then to be able to drop it down even further to 100 is just like, I mean, I could probably crank at 100 RPM. No,
I might connect the rowing machine to the
yeah, right. The rowing machine would do.
It's a gerbil wheel.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Is it Randy powered?
Maybe. I don't think Randy will be going on the rowing machine. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't be. Maybe 200 pounds when we get there.
Oh man, I'm just so tickled by the abilities of this boat to just completely change its...
Nerd alert. This boat there's so much technology. Underselling Steve is not even talking about.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Talk about data at your fingertips about efficiency and all that stuff. It's right at the helm. And it's so if you're a yachty boaty in techie, you're going to love this boat because it's just the details of efficiency are great at the helm.
There's enough.
I'm a nerd though.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. There's enough videos online to show for the guys who are really interested in the tech side of this boat of what these yachts will do.
Yeah.
And they'll get better and better and better as we improve and as new tech becomes available.
Are the technicians really excited about you doing this crossing? Because they must be like,
I've not
give me
told
the
them
data. What? That's not possible. No way. They gotta know.
Okay. Listen, we know. There are 3 tech guys.
Hey, tech guys, just letting you know.
And they'll know now, won't they? And they're okay. None of them don't do it because they know we know the system. We know it. And I go back to what could possibly go wrong.
It's not like it's hull number 1 rolling down. You know what I mean? Exactly, this is proven.
Yeah, and it's not, in the last sort of 2 years, we've put more and more yachts in the water, got better and better at what we do. Everybody talks about this technology and so it's too new, it doesn't do. You look at some of the comments on social media and there's a lot of unknown still. So, but they work. These yachts do what they're supposed to. As she says, even the 60, which must have been 3 or 4 years ago.
Yep, it was.
Still does what it says on the tin.
Absolutely.
Oh, comments on social media.
We know all about that, don't we, Boomies?
You gotta love them. It's called engagement.
Bring it.
But the point is that everybody's is free to make any comment they want about the performance of any yacht. And what we've done at Silent Yachts is we've verified it. So we've shown what it does, all online. So we don't hide anything.
Yeah.
We're the only ones that show our solar gain on the screen and showing exactly what it does every day in the last hour, the last day, the last week, the last month. It's all there for you to see. We don't hide anything. We're proud of what we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if people want information and want to know more, reach out to us. That's what we're here for.
Oh, you're so nice. It's gross.
You're so full of
This
shit.
has been the Funny Boat Podcast. I need another beverage, and I need to keep running through this show and stop holding up this man because he's got boats to go film.
Love it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much,
Ed?
Captain Bill.
Sorry, I had to fill
I
in for you.
apologize, but good to see you.
Thanks, Boomies.
Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate you, and good luck. Where can we follow along on this journey of yours?
I'll let you know.
Oh, okay, we'll post
Decide
it somewhere.
on the media we're going to use.
Okay,
and for sure we'll be creating a following.
And Captain Bill, would you mind giving us a plug for where to find you?
I'm on the Boat Show, the most popular boating channel in the world.
I hate you.
Find us on all your social feeds. Stream us anywhere. English, Italian, almost any language.
Ciao.
Oh.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao. Give me a beer. I'm talking to you, late man.